I've been waiting for this day for over 5 years. Stick around. So you guys have seen many videos on our bike, the Rainmaker. It's a 1952 numbers matching Triumph Thunderbird. I picked up this motorcycle right in the midst of COVID. I bought it off of the back porch of a guy down the road, and it was completely disassembled. And I made it a point to come out to the garage during COVID when everybody was at home locked down and put together that motorcycle, challenging myself to do it in 14 days. We met that goal. We had the engine stripped apart. We had everything in complete pieces and put it together in 14 days riding motorcycle. Now, we haven't done a whole lot of riding with this motorcycle other than just kind of putting around the neighborhood or when friends come over from England or from all over the States. I always make it a point that they ride the Rainmaker because it's such a cool bike. You do not find numbers matching, original paint old motorcycles like that, especially British motorcycles. So it's super cool to be able to give them that opportunity. But I haven't ridden it for one main reason. So the main reason we haven't been able to ride this motorcycle legally is we have not had a title. Well, today is the day. I finally have a title and I'm able to load this thing up on the back of the bike, take it down to the DMV, get a VIN verification, go through the process and get a title into my name so that I can get a tag and get it registered for the road, because I have a really special ride that I'm going to be doing with this motorcycle at the end of this year. But that being said, title check, but these tires, no check. They're dry rotted. Those are the original tires from the motorcycle. I'd love to keep them on there, but in order to ride it, I have to change the tires. So that's the premise of today's video. We're gonna get this thing loaded up on the back of the van, get it down to the DMV, get the paperwork done, get the tag for it, and then get it back here and throw some new tires on this thing and take it for a ride. So you guys stick around. All right, we're all loaded up, so tomorrow morning, first thing we can do is pull out and head over to the DMV and get the paperwork on this thing finally. But while we're waiting to do that, you guys check out the behind the scenes of how this motorcycle started. So when we first acquired this motorcycle, it was on a buddy of ours' back porch in a disassembled state. Wheels weren't on there, the top end of the engine wasn't on there, a lot of things, but these are some photos of how when we picked it up and the process of getting this thing back together during COVID. Roland Stands had put out a challenge to motorcycle builders during COVID, asking us to get out in our garages and put something together because we're all stuck at home. We ended up winning. I can't remember exactly what position because that's over 5 years ago, but we ended up winning a set of tires, and that's the tires we're going to be putting on this motorcycle today. But as you can see from all of these pictures, man, it was in really rough shape. Ended up having to drill out a bunch of bolts and things were not good, but we did have everything we needed to get it back together and get it going. It was a fun process. 14 days. I only used stuff I had in hand. I ended up having to buy a set of spark plugs. That was about the only thing I didn't have. But on day 14, we were able to fire it up, take it for its maiden voyage, and enjoy having the official Rainmaker as part of the Weems Motor Co. collection. So super stoked about it. Now we can go get this paperwork and we can wrap this thing up and get it on the road where it belongs. Wow, guys, you are not going to believe this. I've never had this problem in over 5 years of doing YouTube. My camera said SD card error, and it's done that a couple times over the years. And I pull it out, go put it in my computer to save all that rad footage that I just captured over the last 2 hours, and everything is gone. It formatted that hard drive or the memory card. Yeah, we got the rear wheel off. We fought like the dickens to get that tire hard as a rock. We used every tire spoon because we couldn't use the Rabaconda tire system. We talked about how this is the Triumph sprung hub, and you can see how the axle is not in the center of the wheel. Inside there is a spring pack that allows for suspension for rigid frame Triumphs. This was actually designed in 1939. Didn't come out on a motorcycle until 1947, only on their race bikes. And then it was a factory option after that. The motorcycles on average costed $900 for a complete motorcycle. For this factory option, just this wheel alone, $300. Super crazy. Later years, like 52, like what our bike is here, they were running out of stock and they were getting ready to go to the swing arm model, so they just started putting them on bikes. So you'll find some with and some without. Oh, I cannot believe I lost all of that footage. This rim, guys, it was crazy. Like, I had to get in there and grind out the old dry rotted rubber. I mean, like I said, that tire, getting that tire off of there was a beast. I mean, I used my biggest tire spoons. I mean, these are designed for like cars, but we got it off without bending the rim or damaging anything. I do have a new tire here. It's the same exact tread pattern as the other one. It's just a company bought out the original molds and is re-releasing this tire. This is a 4-inch wide by 19 rim, and it's a company called Duro. I've run these tires just because it's super cool to have that original vintage style tread pattern. So got the tire, I got a tube, I got a new rim strip. We can start throwing this thing together, and I really hope I don't lose any more footage. So sorry you guys didn't see the process of getting that off, but we still do have to do the front one. But before we get to that front one, let's get this rear tire mounted up. One tire done. Whew, hands are dirty. It's running a little late in the afternoon too, and I've got some stuff I got to do with the family. So I think I'll do the front wheel tomorrow, but just so we know, Iris came out to do a little investigating. What do you think, girl? Oh, look at that. She's a cutie. Give me kisses. Oh, all the kisses in the world. She's a great little puppy. Oh, more kisses. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you tomorrow on this hangout. All right, here we are next day, and the goal today is to get that front tire off of there, get the new one on there. And I was realizing there was something in that first part of the video that the content we got deleted and lost. was talking about this. Super excited about it. After over 5.5 years, we have the title and registration to this motorcycle. It has been a feat to do so, but we made it happen. It wasn't something easy. It wasn't something cheap, but we got it done. If you have an old motorcycle that doesn't have a title or you've lost a title, there's hope. And if you want to find out how exactly we did this, go over to weemsmotorco.com, shoot us a message over there, and we'll tell you exactly how we went through the process with this. Also, while you're there, go ahead and grab a t-shirt. We got the Tool Pals. We got some Weems Motorco merch over there. Go check out the stuff. But the goal today is to get that tire off of there, get this thing off the lift, and take it for a ride. The reason I haven't put new tires on there in so long is because I didn't want to put the time and the money and the effort into something that I couldn't legally ride. But now we can do that. So at the end of this video, we're going to take the Rainmaker for a maiden voyage. And I'm stoked because we have a huge plan for this motorcycle for my birthday ride this year. Later on in October, we're going to take this thing on a journey, and it's going to be the longest journey that you've ever seen here on Weems Motorco, and it's going to be involving this 1952 Triumph Thunderbird. So excited about it, but without further ado, let's get back to work. Got that one done, and it wasn't as difficult as the rear one. We still fought with that one, as you saw, but that rear one, man, that one was a beast, and it really sucks that we lost that footage, but I'm not going to talk about that anymore. So tires on. Essentially, we could go take it for a ride right now, but I thought, you know, while I have it on the lift, let's go ahead and do an oil change on it. Change the gearbox oil, because it's been 5.5 years and it's just kind of been sitting. Every once in a while I'd fire it up, let a friend take it around. But we're not going to add that into the video. I'm just going to knock that out really quick. So the next thing you're going to see is us kickstarting this thing and taking her for a ride. So stick around. Oh man, Rainmaker on the road, legally titled and tagged, registration. This is something that I've been waiting a long time to do. Now, I don't have 15 cameras mounted to the bike with all the different angles, because that's coming up on an upcoming video when we do something amazing with this 52 Triumph. I tell you what, folks, nothing beats riding a vintage old motorcycle, especially one that you put so much love, time, passion into. And this one is one of those. During COVID, we built this bike and loved every minute of it. Just taking our pieces and parts that we had laying around and constructing something that is able to be taken out on the road now legally and have a great time with these brand new tires that you guys watch us do. And we thank you for hanging out and doing that with us. We're gonna wrap it up because I do want to get this thing out on the road. We need to put some fresh gas in it, and put some miles on it. So we're gonna wrap up things right here with you guys. We thank you for hanging out. If you are new around here, jump down and hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here at Weems Motor Co. Peace.